We are going to compare the Intel's Skylake i7-6700k with its 2 generation earlier Devil's Canyon i7-4790k. The Devil's Canyon is also more commonly known as Haswell processor, and one of the reasons I started digging into it was has to do with the pass mark scores, and I was expecting the uh, the score for the Skylake processor to be slightly higher than the Haswell processor, but what we see is just the reverse. This i7-6700k has slightly lower score compared to i7-4700k, and that's why I turned to the data sheet of Intel's on the Intel's website. I pulled down everything and compared these things. So the cache memory is same, 8 megabytes on for each of them. Both of them are of course the quad core. They support the hyper threading. Of course, both of them are support overclocking, so you could overclock one of them more than the other and get the better results in individual case, but on the average we expect both of them should be on the same level. There is one thing I wanted to point out is the Skylake comes with a newer DDR4 RAM, and which does not provide any performance improvement, but it does save some power because it runs at lower 1.2 voltage. Moving on, the finally what we see here, the reason for this key difference has to do with its turbo clock frequency. The max turbo clock frequency for i7-6700k is only 4.2 GHz, while it's 4.4 GHz for i7-4790k. Now this max clock frequency, max turbo frequency, has to do with the single core, and in case of single core, you can expect this i7-4790k could be marginally equal or slightly higher, leveraging just on the base of the clock frequency. And the pass mark scores, the best what it looks like to me, their peak this clock peak CPU benchmark, it gives more weightage to the single core benchmark, and that's the reason I could assume that this 6700k has lower rating. If you look at some other benchmarks, for example from Anandtech, you can see its i7-6700k is slightly better, as one of the benchmarks is Linux Benchray benchmark, which says 6700k has a score of 85, lower is better, and 4770k of 4790 will be even faster, not listed here, but still we can get the idea. But anyway, I hope this helps you. There are other processor benchmark which lists out this benchmark review. For example, in CPU box you can see their benchmark score listed here. 479600k is showing it slightly better. For example, 3D Mark score is slightly better. Cinebench R10 32-bit, that's showing better for 6700k. But again, even if it's 6700k is faster, it's not to the extent that we expect. The difference is very minor, and both the processors are comparable. Really nothing too great about Skylake that you would be willing to upgrade it. Thanks for taking a look.